we will crown a number one contender for the Spotlight Championship, and it will either be Johnny the Man Moran or the Shamrock Shooter, Killian McMurphy. And I gotta tell you, you know the history between myself and Killian McMurphy. This kid's had a little bit of a rough patch coming through the Sanctuary Stunt Studio, not quite being able to separate from professional wrestling to what we are doing here at the Sanctuary Stunt Studio, scripted entertainment. He needs to have control over himself, and I gotta tell you, tonight, we're gonna find out if he regained that control and he can have a properly worked stunt fight for the Sanctuary Spotlight Championship against Johnny the Man Moran.
If you're Marcy, hey man, good luck coming back from the injury, because you're either going to fight the man John just talked about or Johnny the Man Moran.
All right, let's get down to Carolina. Jim at ringside. Let's find out who our new number one contender is going to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next stunt fight is set for one fall, and it is a number one contender stunt fight for the Sanctuary Spotlight Championship. Introducing first, weighing 195 pounds, from Kansas State University, he's the Shamrock Shooter, Killian McMurphy.
Shamrock Shooter making his way into the ring right now. What a test this is going to be for his wrestling skills. The Shooter just ready to go right now. Look at that.
And his opponents.
You know that music.
5 pounds, representing the mighty militia, the man, Johnny Moran.
John, what a match this is going to be. This is going to be a straight-up fight.
Johnny the Man Moran looking to prove something here at the Sanctuary Stunt Studio.
As is the look at that, John. Look at that, dude. Shoots.
The Shamrock Shooter ready to shoot on the man Johnny Moran. This is going to be an interesting contest. Both these kids, both on the edge of greatness here at the Sanctuary Stunt Studio.
Chopping at the bit to get the match started, too.
Both
look at
men
that.
wear green.
Both men want that Spotlight Championship.
These are two of the best up-and-comers here at the Sanctuary Stunt Studio. Oh, nice switch into the hammerlock from a waistlock. That's the Shamrock Shooter. Whoa, I'm surprised he actually got a reversal on
Johnny Moran knows what he's doing in that ring, though. I think
right down into an ankle. Oh.
If anyone's going to test the Shamrock's match skills, it's going to be Johnny the Man Moran.
He absolutely could have had a legitimate hold put on there, but instead, the Shamrock Shooter chose to gloat. And that's the problem.
Look at the pressure he's putting on the elbow. Did you see that?
John Moran ain't no slouch though either. Quickly switching out of that elbow lock into a quick top
John Moran
lock.
just a straight up stud in that ring. He's young, he's quick, he's powerful. This is going to be a test for both men. Look at that tight waist lock.
Absolutely obnoxious, the Shamrock Shooter
Back it up.
bragging about how he's the wrestler's wrestler here at the Sanctuary Stunt Studio.
Look at him breaking up the pressure.
The wrestler's got a nice tight headlock on him right now.
But grabbing Johnny Moran by the waist, John, he could turn that into any number of submissions or any number of suplexes. John Moran cinching down on that headlock, though.
Make him beg for mercy. The Sanctuary congregation is chanting Johnny Moran. Oh, they're cheering him on. But the Shamrock Shooter is not going to go down to a side headlock, I got to tell you.
He does
shoulder
get on the
tackle.
ass.
I was going to say that shoulder tackle knocked him on his ass, though.
A guy like Johnny Moran, shoulder tackle.
Barely makes it over. Hip toss blocked, reversed. Hip toss delivered by the man, Johnny Moran. Picks him up for a big body slam. Down he goes. The Shamrock Shooter.
Right in the middle of the ring.
Up he goes again. Down with a shoulder breaker. Johnny the Man Moran taking control of this stunt fight.
Johnny Moran will not be intimidated even if that is the Shamrock Shooter. Johnny Moran showing why he's been so dominant here at the Sanctuary Stunt Studio.
The congregation split here between the Sanctuary Stunt Studio zone, Johnny the Man Moran, and the frankly invading Shamrock Shooter.
Is he invading or is he just going to establish his name here?
I think that's actually exactly his game plan. He planned to come here to the Sanctuary Stunt Studio, collect as much gold as he possibly could. Oh, and right down on the shoulder of Johnny the Man Moran. I think he planned to come in here and collect as much gold as he possibly can and move on, much like a lot of guys here at the Sanctuary.
Look at this, trying to separate the shoulder of Johnny Moran. And look at how he works in that ring, John. He's the man that can do it. Just working on the arm of Johnny Moran right now. Look at him take it right down. This isn't just some normal pro wrestler putting on an armbar. This is a guy that knows how to use that to break an arm. This is a man that knows how to break your arm with that hold right there. And John Moran is not in a good spot. This is not where John Moran wants to be. That was a knee right in the congregation trying to come alive for John Moran, but I got to tell you what, all of their willpower and all of his willpower combined is not going to undislocate his shoulder if it gets ripped out. Tough as Johnny Moran is, if he has one arm, he's not going to be as effective. And the Shamrock Shooter knows that. The fight's over, and I got to tell you, the Shamrock Shooter knows how to break that arm. The one thing the Shamrock Shooter is not counting on is Johnny Moran will not say I quit. He's going to have to pin him to win this match. The Shamrock Shooter going to the 4 count while standing on Johnny the Man Moran's hand, and then just screams Shooter in the referee's face, knowing the rules, knowing exactly that he has to back on the arm. Oh my God! Oh no! Back on the it's vicious. Look at him, and Johnny Moran trying to get to the ropes. Look at him. He can break his arm right there. Trying to break his arm. This isn't about a stunt fight. This guy wants to injure Johnny Moran. I got to tell you, it's more and more looking that way. I've had conversations with this kid and tried to explain the difference. I think he understands the difference. I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares either. Johnny Moran trying to get to the ropes. Thank God. 4 and just relinquishes the hold at 4. Just might have saved that arm from being completely broken in half. Saved himself a disqualification is what he did right there, Paul. Look at him just Johnny Moran, his arm is just, he's got it. Oh, look at him, right back into a cross arm breaker. Look at how he's got it locked in. And he's got it in the center of the ring. John Moran does not have many options right here. He's trying to counter it, John, but that arm's just getting twisted too far down, too far back. He's trying to work over that arm, but I got to tell you, John Moran does not look like he's going to be able to find his way out of this. Killian McMurphy just, like I said, look at him take the fight to Johnny Moran. He's tenacious. John Moran is in trouble. John Moran is getting his arm and shoulder worked over, and look at him go right back into it. Crippler crossface. This is beating the likes of guys like Kurt Angle. This is beating the likes of guys like The Game, Triple H. This is beating guys like Shawn Michaels. This move is a 100% shoot, legitimate hold, and look at him grind. Look at him. Look at him grind against his face. Just nothing but a vicious moves out of him. This is vicious, Paul. There's no reason. Johnny is in trouble. He's nowhere near the ropes.
He's nowhere near the ropes.
That's body weight to carry with all that pressure being put on your neck.
He's trying to inch over, but I don't know if he's going to make it. He made it. He made it.
Finally on the ropes. Killian McMurphy going to go to the 4 count here.
Oof. Again to the 4 count. Oh, wow. You got to keep your attention on the prize.
Shooter now. What's he going to pull out of his bag of
jaw
tricks
jack
now?
in the audience the same way he's jaw jacking Johnny the Man Moran. Rolls through.
Rolls through and look at Johnny Moran reverses the cradle. 1, 2.
No. The roll through didn't succeed. Johnny, one arm, close eye.
Trying to make a comeback here.
Back elbow. He's using his one arm, good arm.
But still a lot of power behind those shots. Don't count out Johnny Moran.
His one good arm to get what he can out of him. Running.
Bulldog, beautiful.
He's got to keep this momentum though. He's got to keep it. Referee out of position. 2, 3. He was out of position for that one though. The Shamrock Shooter. This is the chance. This is the chance for Johnny the Man Moran to end it. The Shamrock Shooter's in trouble, and you got to take advantage of this kid while you can.
Does Johnny Moran have the strength and then out to hold him up there? Yes, he does.
First DVD 3. Oh my! I thought that was it. I thought Johnny the Man Moran finally was able to come back out of this one.
Johnny Moran's just in too much pain, though, John. Look at him.
Not quite.
Killian McMurphy just wearing him down. Goes for the armbar.
Oh, that's tight. That one's tight. Johnny's got to make it to the rope, so this one's over. Johnny has no choice.
Look at him, just breaking him down with half into the face.
He's breaking him down. Johnny's about a solid foot away from that rope. His legs, though. He's got his legs on it
again.
That's it. Ring the bell.
Shamrock Shooter just not breaking the hold.
Break it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Shamrock Shooter.
Break the goddamn hold.
He's got disqualified, but I don't think he cares.
Get him off, refs. Get him off him. Unfucking unacceptable.
Number 1 contender.
Unacceptable.
Sanctuary Spotlight
John Moran might have a broken arm.
No. This fucking kid was told to do a goddamn job. This kid was told to come out here tonight, do the job for Johnny the Man Moran, and this is the way he decided to do it. This kid is a punk. And if he doesn't set his tune straight real quick, somebody here is going to set it straight for him, Paul.
I think Johnny Moran might have a broken arm, John.
I'm sending my medical staff down to him now. This is bullshit, Paul. I don't even know what to say about this.
You know, I'm all for putting on a good show, but I'm almost agreeing with you on that one.
So, I gotta, like at this point, I officially have to call this at this point. This kid's gonna need a suspension. Pure and simple. Again, we are the Sanctuary Stunt Studio. We are not the Sanctuary Shooter Studio. We are no longer Sanctuary Wrestling. We are no longer legitimate sporting and athletic competition. And this kid comes out here week after week, not obeying what I write in the goddamn script. And pure and simple, this kid is going to be handled one way or another. Bottom line, that kid's getting a suspension. Johnny Moran, I hope he's okay.